on EA Sports, where we'll see who can claim Big Apple bragging rights. It's the New York Jets and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Xavier Gipson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Finds his target, Hall. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, Rodgers. This is on target to Xavier Gipson. And he's out of bounds past midfield.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut.
Brian Dable has that challenge flag pulled. He wants to take another look at this.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. The give to Hall on the draw. Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it's too late, Kate. And when they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, can't really repeat what they were saying down there, but I can promise you none of it was any good.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he gets him around 6 there. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 4. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go right side with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. They go right back to Hall. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
To throw is Rodgers. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers here from the gun. Has it in close. And in, touchdown, New York! Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And the Giants will have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, it's Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of the first quarter in this battle of New York franchises. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 3rd down and 8. Lock. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Like turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off play action, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. No return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Lock to the air. The Jets get there and bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Here's Locke. He's got him. That's Tracy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jets football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline and cut by Wilson. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hall takes it straight ahead, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They pick up a yard, still need one more though, 3rd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets looking down a very long field. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now here's Rodgers. That heater's gonna fall to the turf. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're gonna have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Lock now. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lock to throw it. He's got Bellinger. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Pass cut by Tracy. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. To throw, here's Locke. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. Touchdown, New York. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
So after a second look, they say he did not break the plane, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. We're ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets getting one final go at it on offense here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Pressure comes, Rodgers. Wilson's got it. And he crosses midfield before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He'll get this one to Adams. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing once again, Rodgers. That's complete to Wilson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Greg Zuerlein gonna try to knock this through for the Jets. It's a 38-yard look here. Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So we have hit halftime with the visiting Jets, and of course we say visiting in air quotes here, leading the Giants in their own stadium. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Lock. Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Lock to the air. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A handoff to Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
He finds Slayton. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Now with Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 3 on that game. And the Giants will have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. They go right back to Tracy. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Tracy. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Gano ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First down throw by Rodgers. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down, Rodgers. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Rodgers throwing again here on 2nd down. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Rodgers. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push their lead to 3.
Giants 14.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 37. Gets this to Slayton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. He's got Bellinger. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Lock to throw it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion right. Trying again, following the sack. Taken in by Bellinger. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This finds Bellinger. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Tracy, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Gano ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Looking to throw it. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here he is to throw. They connect for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Giants come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.